doing exhibitions like, oh man, he's broke. No, it's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but as soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people say, oh, he's broke. Listen, I'm not here to talk about no one else's pockets because I got to where I got to focusing on Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to becoming 50-0. Because my thing was always, I didn't care what nobody else was doing.
If it looked differently, that's on me. And so, you know, real knows real. And when you're a man, you own up and you fess up to the things that you did wrong. Right. And I'm going to...
Floyd Mayweather has had enough of Stephen A. Smith's constant commentary about him. After weeks of being the focus of Smith's reports, Mayweather is now warning him to back off. Stephen A.'s repeated coverage has stirred up a lot of attention, and it's even drawn the interest of federal investigators, who are now reportedly looking more closely into Mayweather's affairs.
Boxing. Which is why I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Mayweather. Now, Floyd Mayweather.
During a recent virtual interview, Floyd Mayweather was asked about the various allegations being made against him. He responded firmly, saying he's tired of hearing his name brought up. Whenever a black man is doing well, people try to tear him down, he said. Mayweather made it clear he won't stay silent anymore, warning that if his name keeps coming up, he'll take action personally.
He does it all.
No. Here's the reason why. He's retired, number one. Number two, he had already proved himself as a world champion, made a whole boatload of money, got $700 million in 2 fights, for crying out loud. He did all of that stuff. Then he retired, and he's announced that essentially these are exhibitions. He's just having fun with it because he's getting old. He's 45 years old now, and he did what he came to.
But soon as someone black,
Mayweather didn't hold back. He called all the allegations against him completely false. He told his interviewers not to believe any of the claims being spread. He pointed to a key moment when rapper 50 Cent posted on Instagram about Stephen A. Smith accusing Mayweather of being bankrupt. That post quickly went viral, catching the attention of journalists and bloggers who ran with the story and added their own false reports. According to Mayweather, this media frenzy sparked a wave of lawsuits and eventually led to federal agents stepping in. In his view, Stephen A. Smith was the one who started it all.
Take from both sides. They gotta point the finger at somebody. I mean, I think that it's just that when I talk about the numbers that I'm doing, I'm really doing. It's not like, you know how the young kids say now, capping, or we used to say fronting, so ain't no future in your fronting, but whatever I talk about is what I've done. Pushing each other to be great instead of arguing on social media. That's just my opinion. And push each other in a positive way. And, you know, I found myself in the past, you know, the younger Floyd Mayweather, you know, going back and forth on the internet with different people. But
Floyd Mayweather didn't hold back. He warned Stephen A. Smith that if he keeps making accusations against him, he'll expose some serious secrets. Mayweather claims he knows about shady deals and possible crimes Smith has been part of, and he's ready to make them public. For Smith and anyone backing his run for president, this is the last thing they wanted to hear, especially after he just announced his interest in running.
Like when you, I mean, as you get older, you have to look at things in a different way. Mm-hmm. You know, my son this year is 26 years old. So in 4 years, my son will be 30. Then my daughter will be 29 in the 4 years. So I have, grandchildren. So the same thing I was doing 10 years ago, I can't be doing now. Even 5 years ago, I can't be doing now. Mm-hmm. It's all about growth, and I'm growing.
According to the Black Information Network, longtime ESPN host Stephen A. Smith is now considering a run for president in 2028. This is a big shift from his earlier stance, when he said politics wasn't for him. Recently, Stephen A. posted on X, formerly Twitter, saying, "Time to stop messing around. Life is great, especially at ESPN and Disney. I hate the thought of being a politician, but I'm sick of this mess. So I'm officially leaving all doors open." He also spoke about it in more detail during a live interview at the NAB show in Las Vegas. There, he revealed that people in politics have been encouraging him to run, everyone from elected officials to governors and mayors. While he's not thrilled about the idea of becoming a politician, Stephen A. said if things don't improve in the country after the 2026 midterm elections, he might seriously consider it. Nothing's set in stone yet, but it's clear he's giving it more thought than ever before.
No choice but to get a bit more serious about it. I've been approached by people on Capitol Hill. I've been approached by people who are elected officials in office, whether it's governors or mayors or what have you, and people have legitimately and seriously asked me about that. I have no desire to be a politician. My life is pretty well, but I've decided I'm no longer going to close that door. I'm going to keep my options open. I'm going to entertain the possibility.
Just days after Stephen A. Smith hinted at running for president, he's already facing backlash. Some are calling him a fraud and a liar, but it's not a formal accusation. Instead, it seems more like a comeback aimed at what he recently said about Floyd Mayweather. Many boxing fans understand the frustration, but it looks more like a heated response than a serious claim.
Living his life for so long, I think it's normal, but when people go on social media, they post, when I post, they get mad. They're like, oh, you cocky, you arrogant. I'm just telling the truth.
For forever. 100%.
Did you get a little nervous asking a question?
Yeah.
I saw Al ask a question. He was like,
Sorry. Taking a picture with him right now at the end, I was like, tomorrow I'm going around.
Floyd Mayweather has thrown his full support behind former President Donald Trump. The undefeated boxing champ, known for his bold personality and big money moves, made headlines when he endorsed Trump during a recent interview on Fox Business, Making Money. The conversation started with Mayweather talking about his new $400 million real estate project in New York City and the launch of his nutrition brand, One of One, but quickly shifted to politics when he voiced his backing for Trump.
Never happy. At least I'm happy, but we're never happy. Well, we had Trump before. We didn't appreciate him, but I think Trump is a great president. Actually, he's the best president.
Things took a political turn when Mayweather was asked about the country's situation under the new administration. Without missing a beat, he praised Trump's leadership. Appearing on Fox Business Network's Making Money with Charles Payne, Mayweather said, "Well, in the world, I mean in America, we're never happy. At least I'm happy, but we're never happy. When we had Trump before, we didn't appreciate him. But I think Trump is a great president, one of the best presidents in my eyes. He's the best president we ever had."
Place in my life right now. I couldn't actually be in a better place. So the old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. What's important to me right now is my real estate, my family.
The 48-year-old went on to explain, great business, great businessman, and that's what it's about. Trump has done an amazing job, and a lot of people around America are upset. But no matter who's in the White House, we're always upset. His comments quickly sparked a heated debate online. While some fans praised his endorsement, others criticized him for making such a bold statement. Social media was flooded with reactions as users debated Mayweather's political views and the impact of his words.
Best president we ever had. Great businessman, and that's what it's about. Trump has done an amazing job, and a lot of people around America are upset. But no matter who goes in the White House, we're always upset.
Right.
And I think Trump is the man for the job. He's the best president in my eyes.
In response to Floyd Mayweather's claims that he would expose hidden crimes involving Stephen A. Smith, the ESPN personality took to the news to firmly deny any criminal involvement at any point in his career. He stated that there are certain situations you'll never see him in. He then connected the discussion to the ongoing controversy surrounding his co-host and close friend, Shannon Sharpe. Sharpe is currently facing a lawsuit from a young woman in her early 20s. Stephen A. had previously addressed the lawsuit on his self-titled YouTube show earlier this week. While he made it clear he wasn't avoiding the issue, he also emphasized that he has no control over Sharpe's actions or his career at ESPN and Disney.
My family, different things I'm involved with. It's all about helping kids.
Stephen A. Smith explained, "I recruited Shannon, but I'm not the boss." He went on to share that he spoke with Disney co-chairman Jimmy Pitaro, who made it clear that ESPN is taking the situation seriously. Smith said, "I can tell you I also spoke to the co-chairman of Disney, the boss, Jimmy Pitaro, who made it very, very clear that ESPN is taking this matter seriously. We are looking into this closely, and once we have all the facts, we'll move forward from there. Smith added, "That's all I can say, and I'm mentioning his name because I have his permission to do so. I don't know exactly what that means."
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
Stephen A. Smith admitted, "I have no idea what direction ESPN and Disney will take with this matter. All I know is that I won't be the one making the decision. It'll be people higher up. In the end, we all have someone to answer to, no matter how independent we try to be or how much we own our own business. They're the ones in charge." He added, "That's the situation, and unfortunately, it's the reality Shannon Sharpe is facing."
And he didn't appreciate that. And he was so pissed off we went without talking. And it got to a point where a couple of my colleagues pulled me to the side and said, "Yo, man, you the beat writer for the 76ers.